up, you guys? Welcome. It's been a minute, I know, but I'm so excited to be back. So my name is Ulerato Pagati, and before I even start this video, I have to say thank you to all the people who have subscribed thus far and watching the first video that I uploaded a few weeks ago. Guys, I am so happy, and I'm so grateful for the love that you showed in the previous video. I'm so excited on this journey. So before we even start this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the family. Make sure that you like and comment on this video. So yeah, let's get right into it. So judging by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about tips on becoming a vegan or starting a plant-based lifestyle. Now, I've gotten a couple of people who have asked me, Lerato, I want to start this journey, but where do I even begin? Like, I don't know where to start. And this is just the video for you. So keep watching. So tip number one, you should ask yourself the question, why? Why do I want to become vegan? Why do I want to start a plant-based lifestyle? Why do I even want to do this? Like, oh my gosh. So you need to ask yourself that question. You know, it's very important to ask yourself that question, because that's what's going to keep you motivated. That's what's going to keep you wanting to live this lifestyle and you not backsliding and stuff like that. So you have to ask yourself that question. For me, I asked myself that question because there are certain things that I wanted to see improve in my body. So that's why I'm on this journey, because I want to see an overall well-being for myself and to live a very healthy and a very balanced lifestyle. So that's my why. So you definitely need to ask yourself why. The second tip is you cannot become vegan or plant-based overnight. Guys, you can't just wake up tomorrow morning and say, okay, woo, I'm gonna become vegan, or I'm gonna start this plant-based lifestyle. Guys, it's not that easy. You need to be gradual to this. So for me, I started off by being a vegetarian and then started to take out certain things from my diet, and gradually, and then I became a vegan. So you definitely cannot do it overnight. Don't think that you can do this overnight, guys. It's not that easy. Tip number 3 is budget. Now, there are speculations or comments of people saying, but this lifestyle is so expensive. Like, it's so expensive. Honestly, guys, it's not that expensive if you budget. Now, just like how you budget for your monthly groceries, you still need to budget even on this lifestyle, because you need to set out money aside every month. When you get paid, you set aside a specific amount of money to say, okay, this X amount of money is the money that I'm going to use for my groceries for the month. Okay. And also, you also need to budget for your fresh produce. So with fresh produce, you normally have to buy it every week, once a week. What I do is I sometimes actually buy once every other week, because I freeze my fresh produce. So that's another thing that can help you. It's to actually freeze, to chop up, to put it in containers and actually freeze it. Then you don't have to buy it every week, because it's still going to be fresh. You just take it out whenever you need it. Okay, so budget is very important. I can't emphasize it enough, because if you don't budget, you're going to say, oh, this lifestyle is expensive, so I'm not going to do it anymore. So it's important to budget. Like any other thing that you do during the month, you have to budget your food. Okay, so tip number 4 is meal preps. Guys, it is so important to prep your meals. Now, what is it to meal prep? Meal prep is basically prepping at the start of the week for the next couple of days, so that you don't actually end up saying, oh, what am I going to eat? And then you end up eating anything that you see. So it's important, especially maybe on a Sunday, you do a meal prep for the next 3 days. Okay, so you'll cook whatever food that you're going to be cooking for yourself and storing it in little containers and putting it in the fridge. Okay, so whenever you need to eat something in the morning, you know that this is ready for the morning, or this is ready for lunch, or this is ready for supper. All you need to do is just take it out of the fridge, warm it up, and eat away. Okay, it's only select things that you can actually just quickly whip up, like a salad. You can just quickly whip up a salad and there you go. But in terms of your curries and your different other foods, you can actually prep that before. So that's very, very important, is to do meal preps, because meal preps are actually going to keep motivating you to actually eat properly. Okay, tip number 5 is research. I can't emphasize enough the importance of research. You need to research the different foods that you need for your body, because we still need to have our vitamins, we still need to have our proteins, we still need to have our whole grains and our whole foods in our bodies. So it's important to actually research which foods have protein, which foods have vitamin K, which foods have vitamin D, which foods have vitamin C. It's so important to do your research, guys, because then you're gonna understand what is it that you're putting into your body, and you're also gonna know the benefits of actually eating those things. Because once you start actually doing your research, you actually start understanding, oh, okay, this is actually really good for me because it's going to give me energy, or this type of fruit is gonna give me my vitamin C, or this type of fruit is gonna have lots of fiber so that my stomach can be regular. This type of food actually has protein, and so and so and so. So it's important to do your research, and so that you know what is exactly going into your body. Tip number 6 is the process of elimination. Now, when you start this journey, as I said in the beginning, you can't do it overnight. You have to do it gradually. So let's say week number 1. Week number 1 is going to be no dairy. Okay, either you can do it as week number 1, or you're going to say day 1. Day 1, you're probably going to have a day of just no dairy. You're going to say, you know what? I'm not going to have any dairy this day, or I'm not going to have any dairy this week. So what I'll do is I'm going to try out alternative milk products. There are so many. There's oat milk, there's coconut milk, there's almond milk. There's so many milks out there that you can actually try that are dairy free, and they're really good for you. So if you want to have a week like that, then you're going to have a week like that. If you want to have a week where you say, you know what, I'm going to have a meat-free week, and you say, you know what, I'm going to be vegetarian this week, I'm not going to have any type of meat this week, and you're going to try that and see how it goes. And then week 2 is a different thing, and then week 4 is a different thing, and then week 6 is a different thing. So gradually you start taking out certain things and replacing it with other things that are actually plant-based. So that's the way that I would recommend that you start by doing it, so that you don't just think you're gonna wake up one morning and boom, bam, I'm vegan. It's not possible, guys. It's definitely not possible. So my advice would be, start by becoming a vegetarian. Start gradually taking out dairy, gradually taking out eggs, gradually taking out meat, and then eventually, about 21 days later, you actually realize there are certain things that you actually just don't eat anymore, which is really good. Okay, so tip number 7 is have days where you're plant-based. Now, maybe let's say the whole day you say, okay, I'm not gonna have milk, or I'm not gonna have meat, or I'm not gonna have anything that comes from an animal, just for a day, and try that for a day, and then skip another day and do it again, and skip another day and do it again. Now, the awesome thing right now is that there are so many products out there that are actually plant-based products. You get it at Woolies, you get them at Spar, you get it at Pick and Pay. Oh my gosh, there's so many shops that actually are now catering for us that are having plant-based meals. And it's very important to actually go to those shops and start reading and start finding out what are other things that I can have. You know, there is so many options, guys. I can't emphasize enough. Like, there's so many options out there where you can say, you know what, I'm not gonna have mince today, so I'm gonna have soy mince. Or I'm not gonna have chicken, but you're gonna have a plant-based chicken schnitzel. There's so many other options, and those things have a lot of high protein foods in there, so you're not missing out on anything right there. So it's very important to have those days where you say, you know what, I'm gonna be plant-based today, or I'm gonna be plant-based for the whole week. And when you do that, you gradually get your body to get used to this lifestyle very easily. So yeah, tip number 8 is read your food labels. Oh my gosh. When I started doing this, guys, oh my gosh, my mind was blown away. When I started reading what's on food labels, I was like, is that what I'm eating? Like, is that seriously what I'm eating? Like, it was such a shocker because I'm like, oh my gosh, this stuff is high in sugar, or this stuff is high in salt, or like there's so many things that we are eating that are actually just not good for us. And we think that they're good for us, but they're not. So it's very important to read the label at the back, especially when you want to start this plant-based or vegan lifestyle, because you need to understand whether that stuff has milk in it, or maybe it's made with eggs, or maybe there are certain things that are at the back of the food label that will actually assist you on this journey, because then it will give you an idea of what is it that you're eating, you know, and it will make it way more easier for you to say, okay, no, I can't actually eat this, so maybe let me go into the plant-based section or the vegan section, and that's more better for me. Okay, so it's important to read food labels. Remember that. Remember that. It's very, very, very important. Tip number 9 is that you need to start learning how to make quick and easy meals for yourself. Now, I know there are going to be days where you probably haven't done a meal prep for the next couple of days, and you're now stuck and you're like, what am I going to eat? And you're just like, I don't know, maybe I should have McDonald's, and then you fall on the wagon. So it's important to learn how to make quick and easy meals. Now, there's so many quick and easy meals, guys, that you can actually just quickly make. Now, for me, for breakfast, for example, I do smoothies. Those are pretty easy. I do oats in the morning. Those are pretty easy. What I also sometimes do is I actually have last night's supper for breakfast. Because for me, in my mind, I've trained my mind to say there's no standard breakfast meal. There's no lunch standard meal. There's no supper standard meal. I just eat whatever that's there that I know that is good for me and that's good for my body. I think it's very important to take yourself out of that mentality to say, oh, breakfast used to be scrambled eggs and bacon, so I need to find an alternative for scrambled eggs and bacon. Guys, you can eat anything for breakfast as long as it's got your vitamins, as long as it's got your proteins, as long as it's got your whole grains in there. Whatever you can find, eat it, guys. Don't starve yourself. It's very important not to starve yourself. So you can have last night's supper, you can have yesterday's lunch for supper, or you can have yesterday's lunch for breakfast. You can have anything for breakfast. So yeah. Then for lunch, it's easy, guys. You can quickly make some couscous, add a bit of baked beans in there, quickly whip up some baked beans, and also you can have a quick salad. You can easily pack yourself for that for lunch. You can either make it in the morning, or you can make it the night before. It's really that easy, guys. You don't have to complicate your lives. Just try and make your lives as simple as possible. Okay, so the last tip is tip number 10. Explore with your food. Now, when you start this journey, a lot of people have this mindset that your greens are your lettuce, and then it ends there. You know, people have this idea that, oh, your greens are lettuce or broccoli or cauliflower, and that's all we think. Like, that's when we think about greens, we think of those type of vegetables. But there are so many vegetables out there. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many vegetables out there. You can make them into salads. You can put them in your food. You can steam them. There's so many foods out there. All you need to do is to do your research. Like for me, we have spinach outside growing in the garden. We have spring onions growing in the garden. There's so many things growing out there in the garden. You can just whip it up, make it into a salad, add some chickpeas on top, add some cherry tomatoes. You can add so many things in there. Add some almonds if you like, or cashew nuts in there. Sprinkle some olive oil, and boom, you've got food to eat. And there's high vitamins in that meal. So you have to really learn how to explore with your food. I can't emphasize enough the importance of exploring with your food. So basically, that's just your 10 tips, guys. I hope that you have been enlightened. with these 10 tips. Remember, the first one is the why. Why are you doing this? The second one is that you cannot become vegan or plant-based overnight. It's a gradual process. Number 3 is budget. You have to budget for the month. Number 4 is meal preps. You have to prep your food for the next coming days. Number 5 is do your research. Number 6 is the process of elimination, eliminating certain foods out of your diet. Number 7 is have days where you have a plant-based day. Okay. Number 8 is read your food labels. Okay. Number 9 is learn how to make quick and easy meals for yourself. Okay. And number 10 is explore with your food. Okay. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have enjoyed it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like, and make sure to join our family. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my name on Instagram is lerato_phakati. I post a lot of my meals on my Instagram page. I post a lot of stuff on my Instagram page, just an overall health and wellness, hair tips, everything. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you share it with your friends so that we help grow this channel. Thank you so much. Until next time, goodbye guys.